Hello everyone. Today I'll be trying something new. It's a top 10, and they will all be Pokemon themed. And this week's is my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Now, this is completely my opinion, so don't start a riot that one of my picks isn't good, which you probably will anyways, but, well, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, this list is based off of stats, moves, appearance, and, their involvement in the story of the games. That means like how powerful they are in the story of the game. So like how much effect they have on the story of the game, basically. So without further ado, I'll begin. Number 10. Garbodor. Earl, did you just say Garbodor? Indeed. Now hold your horses. I know most people hate Garbodor, but hey, he's better than Ice Cream Man. Plus, his shiny form looks pretty cool, even though he's a blue pile of trash. I won't try to dabble on him too long, though, because most people probably hate he's even on the list. But keep in mind, all my opinions, so no need to be offended. Number 9. Unknown. You really suck at making top 10s, Earl. I mean, Garbodor now unknown? Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, who the hell are you? Bye-bye! Okay, so anyways, back to the program here. I have some ways to prove my point here. First of all, Unknown has 28 forms, one for each letter of the alphabet, a question mark and an exclamation mark. Unknown is also very hard to obtain, so there's that. Oh, and his shiny is blue. Blue shinies are great. Am I digging myself a bigger hole at this point? Well, this is the last crappy one, so I hope you enjoy the future here. Yeah. Number 8. Darkrai. Finally, a good Pokemon. Who the hell are you? Could you just get off my video? Hello? Well, anyways, here's some of my opinion on why Darkrai is in the number 8 slot. First of all, his legs are freaking badass when he has them, because sometimes they aren't there. Also, he looks like a boss in general. His shiny is actually shiny, and he's a mythical Pokemon. So do I really have to say more? Yes. Get the hell off my set. I think I got rid of him. Okay, so back to the point here. Some people want more reasons. Some people. But you know what? I think I provided enough. Next Pokemon. Number 7. Mew. Now, why Mew, you say? First of all, Mew can learn every freaking move. This means it can easily be your HM slave. An HM slave is a Pokemon you teach every HM you'll need to and keep him on you at all times. In newer games, HM slaves are not needed. The only game it can currently be obtained in is the original 3, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, but actually, by tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow's in US, you'll be able to get them in the newer games. And there were some events for him in the past as well, but they have ended. So now else is he great, you may ask? Well, this Pokemon is mythical, and then the third Pokemon on this list that's shiny is blue, which I'm just now realizing. Number 6. Rayquaza. Okay, so to start off, his shiny looks awesome, and don't even get me started on his mega shiny. He is also the strongest Pokemon of the Hoenn trio, which is Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. And he has the power to stop the other two, and when I received him in Omega Ruby, trust me, I dominated online battles. His Mega Shiny is awesome, too. I don't know how much more I am needed to say, so I apologize as a short number and all, but move on to number 5. Number 5. Zapdos. Now, I have to admit, Zapdos is the best of the legendary birds, because he is. Although he's only available in Generation 1 and Pokemon X and Y of Generation 6, he is still worth using in the game. In Gen 6, however, I think he's a little hard to obtain, but he's still pretty dang good. Speaking of Generation 6, it is worth getting Fennekin, even though Froakie is the best, in order to get Zapdos. As I'm about to move on to the next one, I'm realizing this is the first shiny on I'm realizing the first Pokemon on the list I haven't mentioned his shiny, but ironically I'm mentioning it now. Number 4. Number 4. Arceus. Now, how much do I have to explain? This is the Pokemon God, having created the Pokemon universe, so he is all-powerful. Now, the only way to obtain him was from an event a while back, and an event coming sometime this year, and which I'm using, dang it. My only complaint about him is that his shiny kind of looks kind of like Manectric, but yeah. Well, actually, Arceus didn't create everything. He created Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, who created everything. But carrying on, Arceus overall is pretty cool. But other than that, we will continue. Number 3. Number 3. Snorlax and Gengar. Why the hell is it a tie? This should be called top 11 Pokemon. Go. Just get the hell off my recording. So anyways, yes, this is a tie. Snorlax and Gengar are two of my personal favorite Pokemon. So I'll explain each one individually. First is Snorlax. In Pokemon Red and Pokemon X, I caught Snorlax when he was sleeping, and I used him all the way through the game, even through the Elite Four. I pretty much always teach him Yawn and Headbutt, and because of his extreme health, I always wreck every team. His shiny is blue as well. Dang with the blue shinies. I blew through most of the gym leaders in X because of him, so I think I will move on to Gengar. So first of all, Gengar is very hard to get, especially in Pokemon Red, because you need to trade in order for him to evolve. In Pokemon Red, he is pretty much impossible to get nowadays, because no one uses Game Boys anymore, so you really need 2 of them to trade. However, in Pokemon X, it's much easier because you can GTS a Haunter for a Haunter. It's good to teach him Hypnosis and Shadow Ball, which allows him to wreck lots of people too. His shiny looks sick, especially his Mega Shiny, which is pretty cool as well. So we're getting close to the last Pokemon, and here we go. Number 2. Number 2. Ditto. Now, why would a little derpy-faced blob of muck be number 2? Because he is every Pokemon. For those of you who are not Pokemon fans, you would not know Ditto can transform into Pokemon. The only move Ditto can learn is Transform, which he always has, which allows him to transform into the opponent's Pokemon and learn their moves. This means while Ditto can only learn one move, he can learn every move. I know it's very confusing, but if you think about it, this means Ditto could be any Pokemon in the list. This includes number 1, which is about to be revealed, but I'm sure some of you can guess already. Oh, and Ditto shiny is blue, so there's that. Do I name too many shinies, or does Game Freak make too many blue shinies? Well, anyways, let's continue. Number 1. Magikarp! Yeah, that's right, who am I joking? Number 1. Mewtwo! Oh, I'm sure some people could have guessed that Mewtwo is number 1 because Mewtwo just looks awesome and is awesome. His moveset is epic as well. For those of you who don't know, Mewtwo was one of the only Psychic-type Pokemon in Generation 1. And back then, Psychic-type was broken, so Mewtwo could cream anyone. Now, although it is obtainable in Pokemon Gen 1 and Gen 6, X and Y, it is still worth getting. In all games, Mewtwo is obtainable, however, you must have beaten the Elite Four before catching it. For once, his shiny is not blue, instead his little tail thing is green, so yeah. Okay, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed my first top 10 list. Like I said, they're all my opinions, so no need to get rageful about my list. Also, I forgot to mention this is all scripted, even when the part where I forgot to mention it's scripted, and the part where I mentioned that I forgot to mention that this is scripted. I'll stop. Oh, and that was scripted too, but the part where I said that was scripted wasn't scripted, and this part isn't. Okay. So I already have a couple other ideas for top 10 lists, but these take a lot of work, so I can't do more than 1 week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later.